are my guys back? Where are my guys at? Are my people still around? Guangzhou, China, Ruth. There was India, South Africa, Qatar. All right. Bahrain is back. Bahrain, I can see you. Austria is here. All right. Yes, India. Thank you. I was looking for you, Manav. Okay, Meru. Okioma, I can see you. Dubai. Monica, I can see you. Thank you, my people. I had to change the phones. I could not see myself clearly. Yes, Penny from South Africa. I've seen you. I'm back like I never left. Yes, Mark. Thank you. So, guys, okay, let's get 2 more people. Then we get going. All right, at least we can see you clearly. Thank you. Kadonzoni locked. Yes, I also needed to see myself clearly. Embakasi. So, guys, we want to talk about how to deal with envy at workplace. Listen, if you have anything that is of value, your beauty, your competence, how pretty you are, how youthful, your positive attitude, anything like that people like about you that makes people want to come near you, anything that makes people appreciate you, the same thing will attract envy. Being a young lady especially sometimes makes you suffer twice. When you're beautiful and young, you suffer from male bosses who may want sexual favors from you. Male bosses. You also suffer from female bosses who feel threatened, intimidated by your shine, your glory, how you draw attention even without trying, how happy you look. All right? So, I wanted to invite you to consider that you're going to deal with envy one way or another. The problem with envy, people don't admit that they are envious towards you. They start rumor mongering, attacking you, gossiping you, sabotaging you, doing things that are outrageous, unreasonable, uncalled for. They begin to hurt you without warning. A friend of mine was doing an attachment somewhere, and she's a counseling psychologist and doing an attachment for masters, and she was working in a university, and the bigger boss, the overall in the university, the VC, complimented her, but then her immediate supervisor was a very mean lady who was very insecure and intimidated by my friend's work. So when the senior complimented this intern in the hearing of the supervisor harassed her, punished her later. Who is she to compliment you? It's my work. I'm the one who recommends people. This is my department. Huh? This is my... She was punished for being complimented by a senior, as if she had solicited for it. When you are young and energetic and zealous and driven, your first entrance to jobs will be unpaid engagements mostly. Attachment, volunteer work. When you enter the workspace, when you are young, when you're new, you don't have a lot of positions. So you depend on recommendations. You depend on support. You depend on mentorship. You depend on supervisors. You depend on people above you. But at the same time, your energy can be very unsettling for them. Your free spirit, the way you are driven, your zeal for life. I was given an internship somewhere and I would report ahead of everyone. In my university, the clinic we were using, I was the one to remain with the key. Sometimes I have night sessions and I'm coming very early. And you find people complaining. This guy's working outside hours. This guy's having too long with the clients. What business does he have with clients? He has bad motives. He has ulterior motives. I was even called on disciplinary sittings. You're taking too long with the clients. You're supposed to take 40 minutes, at most 1 hour. We saw you take 2 hours and leave female clients. What is that? You are shaming the profession. You are violating the code of ethics. Guys, I was put on the defensive. I just loved my work so much. I would lose any sense of, oh, it's time, let's stop. I wanted to solve the problem. I wanted to see the inner workings. Sometimes my sessions will be so jubilant. We are laughing with the clients inside. Yeah? And the seniors are wondering, how come you are giggling with those girls? What are you laughing about? Yeah? Counseling is a serious business. What's a serious business? You don't got a chat. I just wanted to lift the client's spirit. I can't help it. My energy is just happy. We are laughing. Where is it? My God, I would have to explain that. So, envy is inevitable when you are driven, when you are focused, when you love your work. You can't help it. Don't try. The only solution is twofold. One, to deflect envy by avoiding unnecessary display of your strength, talking too much about your success. There's those elements you can avoid. Do not explain your plans, your successes, where you're making. Shut up. Shut up. Don't add fuel to the fire by displaying how the envy is not even deterring you. Because actually, many times, you can maneuver around it if they're not aware of how much progress you're making. You must learn to zip up. Don't explain your plan. Don't explain that you're making a new step in your career. Keep quiet. Don't even tell that junior you think they are your friend because you are the same place. No. Many times, the same people go report to seniors. Look for friendship outside workplace. Don't look for support and comfort. Even when you are harassed, don't explain to colleagues. Look for friendship outside workplace, in the church, your partner, at home. Get a person whom you process your frustrations with. Don't explain to somebody who seems sympathetic. They're sympathetic today, but they'll also collaborate with those people who hate you. So shut up from explaining your pain at work. That is the first step. Don't explain it there. Come out here. Have a person you can talk to. All right? Go home. Go talk to a friend. Call up a person. Call up a therapist. Don't talk to anybody in the workplace. Shut up. Just because they seem sympathetic. Wait. That environment itself, rule it out. Don't look for comfort there. When you go there, shut up. When you go there, don't expect support. Don't expect anything. Just keep quiet. All right? Rule number 2. Grow rapidly to outgrow their shadow. You need to get out of their shadow. You need to get out of their space. You need to stop being under them. So how do you grow? Learn so quickly. Don't slow down. Learn so quickly. Don't burn the midnight oil this time. Take more engagements. Take more so that you can fire yourself upwards. Before they fire you, you fire yourself upwards. I learned that element in my university, the companies I used to work for. I've been to places where I needed to. When you're young, you must partner with people. As we say, you usually don't have a lot of networks and don't have a lot of resources. You depend on networkings and mentorships to get you started. So you depend on that. So what you want to do is you want to get to a place as soon as possible where you can stand on your own. How do you do that? Practice privately. Build social media online presence if your career can allow you to do that. Build something by the side, an audience of your own, something going on of your own. In case of anything, you can build that one up. It gives you a fallback plan so that in case you have to leave this work environment, you are not totally lost. You don't disappear from that industry. You need to be seen in that industry. It was accounting. Start your own teaching people about basics of accounting or auditing or taxation or whatever your career is. Even if it's medicine, start teaching people slowly by the side. Learn to post by the side. Create a few minutes by the side. Answer people's questions. Start understanding the outer world. Interact with them. That thing is your own. It's Instagram, it's Facebook, it's Twitter, but it's your own. That one is in your control. Even if you have to leave this hospital, this clinic, you have to stop being, if they sack you from being a teacher here, you're being teaching people about another passion, like how students can learn better ways to shape your student. You're counseling, anything, lawyering. You've been doing something there by the own. If you start doing it slowly and growing it by the side, it becomes a a stronghold, something that is in your control. You can build audience from there. You can grow from there. Right? Number two, so we're saying you build something, but they said the second thing is consider self-reliance. Consider whether you must be employed every time, especially if you realize your energy is too unsettling to too many people. Will you live under stress all your work life? 40 years? Surely. Will you live like this? Consider building an independent business. An independent business of your own. Just learn, look for a way to build a business. If you're not business oriented, you can stay in employment, but make sure you master your craft so that you are the one to call the shots. You're employed on your own terms. If you are a journalist, for example, you want to be a TV anchor, you can become so good at it that you work for the TVs you want, while at the same time building online following. That following always as an addition to whatever negotiation. If you go for interview and they realize you have 100,000 followers online, 50,000, even 20, even 10, any number that gives you an advantage gives you a very strong bargaining power. Grow it over time and consider independence. All right? So don't be 100% into your employment without having a percentage of your energy that is focused on yourself. Percentage of your energy that is building some reliance. Okay? So let's repeat. How do you handle envy? Because it is inevitable. Learn to be very private. Stresses, successes, and wins and losses, process them privately. Number two, when it comes to things to do with, so don't have these people, colleagues, you're explaining at workplace, because it will go around and it will be interpreted against you. All right? Let them see what they can see, but don't tell them your life. All right? Then grow quickly to grow this dependency on employers. Have something by the side, social media presence or a side business, selling samosas, selling lunch, selling eggs. Get something by the side that you can do in the evening or weekends. Your own. If it becomes untenable to stay in that work, you know you have something to tie you on, to tide you on as you wait for the next thing. You can do your own side hustle. Develop something that is of your own. All right? And then we have said that consider total independence to move away from being employed. Develop that skill, develop that ability. If you are able, your craft can be done independently. Do it on your own. Prepare and do it eventually. All right? Thank you so much, folks.